What is up, guys? So I was searching on YouTube, and my favorite comment was, "Your name is Shark Boy, so why not look at shark videos?" So I done a little research, done scary shark videos, and this is what I found.
There's a common misconception that megalodons, those gigantic sharks and aquatic predators thought to be extinct, lived 70 million years ago.
Of course,
belief is so
extinct.
widespread that the makers of Shark Attack 3 added pages to the book Great White Shark by Richard Ellis to fit the fictional record. But recent evidence has caused some scientists to speculate
No, that's
that
no
not
way.
only
No
are
way.
megalodons
That's
not that
no.
prehistoric,
No.
a few could be surviving
That's
today.
fake.
Let's look at 5 examples of potential real-life super predators from the depths of the sea. Let's
If
begin.
this is real,
Number 5, the black demon shark of Mexico. In October 2015, the YouTube channel Official Best Documentary released a documentary about what's called the most dangerous shark in the world. Called El Demonio Negro, or the Black Demon, the beast is said to resemble a great white, but with very dark coloration and a monstrous appearance. Terrified fishermen along the Baja Peninsula have reported spotting the Black Demon, which from eyewitness accounts and investigation is said to grow as long as 80 feet. Number 4, whale of the problem. Inhabiting tropical oceans waters near most continents, whale sharks are known for growing to the size of a true megalodon, with the largest on record measuring almost 50 feet. However, these sharks have been known as tame and harmless filter feeders. But this footage, taken off the Indonesian coast in 2012, shows an unlucky diver being attacked by a suddenly aggressive and terrifying whale shark. Why the sudden volatility? Some scientists believe that as climate change affects sea levels and oxygen content in ocean waters, some previously docile huge fish may become aggressive, like the shark shown in the video. So next time you reach for that aerosol spray deodorant or the keys to your motorcycle, consider a stick apply or a carpool instead. Swimmers visiting locales inhabited by whale sharks will be grateful.
but
Number 3,
it's not
cracking
nothing.
open an old case. The Kraken is one of our best-known seafaring myths, showing up in popular culture such as the
flippin'
Sword and
Kraken.
Sorcery franchise Clash of the Titans. The aquatic monsters originated from Norse storytelling and have been said to dwell off the shores of Norway and Greenland. The beasts have been depicted as giant octopi or squid that attack sailors and their ships.
That really
Recent
scares me,
revelations of a real-life colossal squid have given many reason to think these horrifying and tendrilless creatures are the inspiration behind the Kraken.
Nah.
These scientists from New Zealand were recently caught on camera dissecting a very small, if still hideous, specimen of the colossal squid killed near Antarctica. They discovered that the squid has 3 hearts, 8 arms, and eyeballs the size of dinner plates. Don't let the modest size of the almost alien-looking specimen fool you. The predatory colossal squid can weigh up to a ton when fully grown. Number 2, Meyer Mai.
I need to see
Michael
this.
Meyer, a cage diver and aquatic zoologist, stunned the scientific community earlier this year by releasing footage of the largest shark ever filmed, a 7-meter-long female great white affectionately named Deep Blue. The legendary longlass lives off the coast of Guadalupe Island, Mexico, and has not been known to threaten humans. In the footage, the megalodon can be seen curiously circling cage divers and otherwise causing no harm. Perhaps mellowness comes with old age. Deep Blue is thought to be at least 50 years old. Number 1, the Beast of Brazil. Hoaxes usually involve doctored footage and obviously staged interviews. For instance, the Discovery Channel's controversial documentary, Megalodon, the Monster Shark Lives, received criticism for using paid actors in place of scientists and CGI-enhanced depictions of deep-water predators. But often, the best evidence of mysterious and disputed phenomena comes by accident. This footage, taken unwittingly by elements of the Brazilian Coast Guard in 2013 during a relatively routine sea-to-air operation, shows an immense shark passing by a swimmer in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Researchers believe that the fish captured on camera could be as much as 60 feet long. Ironically, the giant was not spotted by the onlookers, but discovered later as technicians looked at the video.
What is
Knowing how a true megalodon would react to panic and thrashing in the water, the Coast Guard's naked eye oversight might just have saved their lives. And there you have 5 real-life megalodons caught on camera. If you enjoyed the video, make sure...
I'm just watching shark videos.
Animals are going extinct. While it is a
Wait, no, this is not a shark video. This is a shark video. Those look
What
deadly.
is the prehistoric era? You've probably heard the term, and broadly speaking, it refers to the era before historical
Mammoth.
records were kept.
No,
Our
that's
knowledge
not
of this
mammoth.
period is
Mammoth.
constantly expanding, in large part due to our discovery of prehistoric animals which still roam the
Mammoth.
earth, and the remains of others,
Mammoth,
like this
mammoth.
woolly mammoth, which give us a really good
Mammoth.
idea of what roamed the earth many years ago.
What?
Hit that subscribe button and sit back to see the range of recently discovered prehistoric land and sea animals, which some of are still living to this day. Woolly mammoth.
Woolly
Ever
mammoth.
dream of seeing a
Well,
living woolly mammoth
yes.
in person?
Yes.
We may be one giant step closer thanks to a recent discovery in Siberia. Researchers found a
What do you
treasure
mean?
trove of mammoth carcasses, and one was so well preserved it still had all of its skin. This is a big deal because scientists believe they can actually get a viable cell and genetic material sample from the remains, which will then be used to clone an actual living woolly mammoth. The question then
Mammoth.
becomes whether we just release a herd of free-range mammoths or go full Jurassic Park style.
Jurassic Park
The
style. The
Just
Silicon.
looking at this fish, you can tell it is really old. The coelacanth existed 65 million years ago and lived around the time the dinosaurs went extinct. Wait, are we using the past tense here? That's maybe a bit misleading because more modern-day discoveries have shown the coelacanth is still living deep down in our oceans. Researchers call this creature a living fossil because it is so old and such a direct link to the far distant past. The only problem is that we rarely get to see them, and sightings are often decades apart when they do occur. The oldest ant.
Guys, if you're old enough to go fishing or with your dad, what is your dream fish to catch? My dream fish is this guy right
Sightings
here.
are often decades apart when they do occur.
This is my dream fish.
The
Oldest ant.
Okay, it's not an animal
Oh,
technically, but it's still
whoa.
prehistoric, so we'll give it a go. In the Amazonian rainforest, researchers stumbled across this ant. Now, this isn't just any
Oh,
ant,
it
but
makes
as it
me
turns out,
cringe.
the oldest ant species ever discovered.
Oh,
In fact,
whoa.
the name that translates to ant from Mars, this guy is believed
Oh,
to be one
no.
of the original
Oh,
ant
this makes me
lineages. It has
very-
large mandibles to catch prey, eyes, and lived most of its life underground. So, just how old is this species? Well, if it's one of the first true ants, then that makes it upwards of 100
Oh.
million years old.
100.
Pygmy right whale.
Oh,
Until just a
yeah.
few years ago, researchers believed that this species of whale was extinct. After all, the only evidence that had been collected was from washed-up bones, and there had only been a few scattered sightings throughout the 20th century.
Whoa.
However, this whale species is quite alive and not at all extinct. At only around 6 meters in maximum size and swimming independently or in small groups, it's pretty easy to overlook these guys. Nonetheless, researchers say recent studies show that pygmy right whale qualifies as a living fossil because most of its family lineage went extinct millions of years ago.
These are all
Painted
numbers.
frog. With its white spots and very distinctive coloring, this frog liked to keep to itself.
How is
and
that
its sightings
scary,
rare. Nonetheless,
police
60 years
dog?
ago, the hula frog was believed to have gone extinct after the development in Israel destroyed its known habitat. Then, a few years ago,
Top 10.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. Today we're talking about, oh my god, we're talking about deadly shark attacks. I don't really want to talk about this. Okay, so this is the top 10 deadliest shark attacks, and
One more thing. If you subscribe to this channel, I will give you a shout out as well. Well, actually, nah. No, shout out to most amazing top 10. Just shout out to them. Okay? Let them be. This is the most goodest top 10 ever. Just saying, my opinion. This is greatest. Sometimes hilarious. And yeah, it's when you need to learn about facts. Just go to most amazing top 10. Most goodest. Okay? So let's get on to this video.
about to go down. Today's comment question of the day is, what do you think is the worst way to die? For a lot of people, especially on
Frozen
this
to
list,
death.
they're
to say by a shark. And I might agree. So starting this list, in at number 10, we're talking about 17-year-old Brian Wilson. His attack is distinguished as the first recorded shark attack in the history of California. He was swimming about 40 feet off from the shore, and he was with a friend in Pacific Grove, California, when suddenly a shark grabbed onto him and started moving him side to side. He attempted to scream, but the shark just wouldn't let go. The shark completely dragged him out of the water before dragging him back into the ocean. A few moments later, Brian reappeared and continued to scream. Witnesses attempted to swim to help him, and when they brought him back to the shore, he already bled to death. Brian's right hamstring and buttocks have been completely severed, and his right leg had severe bite marks. Moving into number 9, we have Henry Borse. He was swimming off the coast of Australia with 2 other divers, and they were playing with seals. All of a sudden, a great white shark decided to join in on the fun, and the shark came up under Henry, and the shark grabbed onto his legs with its powerful jaw. He attempted to fight back, trying to gouge out the shark's eyes, and he reached deep inside the shark's throat to try to grab his legs out. However, his attempts were not enough to stop the beast, because the shark ripped his legs off clean. The other divers were able to drag Henry, what was left of him, back into the boat, and they were able to get to the land, and medics arrived quickly. Henry survived the attack, and actually it was all caught on tape, and it was later used for his documentary called Savage Shadows. Up next, in at number... we have a French surfer whose arm completely ripped off. And this is after being attacked by several sharks. This happened on March 6, 2009. He was a 19-year-old French student who was surfing with some friends when he was viciously attacked by a group of hungry sharks. He desperately made his way back to the boat where his friends were screaming for him. But the group of sharks began biting his legs and eventually succeeded in ripping off his entire arm. He managed to make his way to the boat, but unfortunately moments later he died for the shark-inflicted wounds. Okay, so moving on to this list, into unlucky at this time, number 7, we have Lloyd Skinner. He was pulled underwater and dragged out to sea by a shark that was described by a witness as a dinosaur-sized gigantic white shark. This happened at Fishhook Beach in Cape Town, which is located in South Africa. The shark came towards him at about 25 miles an hour, and in a we have Lloyd Skinner. He was pulled underwater and dragged out to sea by a shark that was described by a witness as a dinosaur-sized gigantic white shark. This happened at Fishhook Beach in Cape Town.
I'm surprised. Really?
Which is located in South Africa. The shark came towards him at about 25 miles an hour, and it engulfed his entire body in its mouth. Apparently, Lloyd was standing chest deep, about 100 meters from the shore, and he was adjusting his goggles as the shark attacked. All that remained was his goggles and this big patch of just dark blood. Cape Town's Disaster Management Service has issued a warning hours before the incident because sharks have been spotted in the water. But the shark warning flag was not displayed on the beach at this time. If someone actually did their job right, this could have been avoided. Up next, in at number 6, these attacks will make you think twice about swimming in the Jersey Shore. 4 people were killed as a result of the shark attacks along the Jersey Shore during the deadly heat wave of 1916. The first victim was identified as 25-year-old Charles. He was attacked by a group of sharks that stripped the flesh from his thigh, caused him to bleed out, and inevitably bled out to his death. A couple of days later, Charles Broder was killed after a shark ripped into his abdomen and severed both of his legs. And finally, the last 2 attacks occurred 6 days later when one man was dragged underneath by a violent shark, and he was never seen again. The other teenager had his leg severely chewed, but he was able to get rescued and was quickly rushed to the hospital, where doctors were actually able to save his leg. It was reported that after these shark attacks occurred, a fisherman caught a great white shark, and when they cut into the shark's stomach, they discovered 15 pounds of human flesh. The town believes that this is the shark responsible for all these attacks. In at number 5, this person actually got a lot of attention and fame surrounding a shark attack that occurred back in 2003. So of course, I'm referring to Bethany Hamilton. On October 31st, 2003, Bethany, who was just 13 at the time, went out for a morning surf in Kauai with her brother, best friend, and her best friend's father. She was lying on the surfboard with her arm dangling into the water when a 14-foot tiger shark severed her left arm just below the shoulder. Her best friend's father, who was very resourceful because he was able to use the surfboard leash and create a tourniquet around the stump so she wouldn't lose as much blood. She was immediately rushed to the hospital, and when she arrived, she had already lost 60% of her blood, and she was in hypovolemic shock. Despite the trauma from the incident, Bethany was determined to return to the sport of surfing, and just 3 weeks after the incident, she returned to the waters, and since then, she has gone on to win many competitions. If you thought this list couldn't get any worse, what the heck was that? Well, coming in at number 4, we have a 10-year-old boy who was attacked and killed by a shark in just 4 feet of water. So you guys who are thinking if you don't swim too far out, you'll never be attacked? Think again. It's a common misconception that fatal shark attacks can be avoided if just stayed in shallow water, but sadly this is not the case for this one. The little boy died from shark-inflicted wounds while he was on a sandbar 50 feet from shore at a Virginia beach, where the water was just 4 feet deep. And the story gets even more upsetting because the little boy's father was right next to his son when it happened. So the father tried to save his son by beating it on its head, but it was no use at this time. This was the first fatal shark attack in history of Virginia, and investigators believe the shark was a smaller species, like a sandbar or a sand tiger shark. Shirley Ann Durden makes her appearance in at number 3. Back in 1985, she was diving in Australia when all of a sudden she was at the mercy of a great white shark. The shark was 20 feet long, and the shark tore Shirley's body in half. This is in front of her husband and 4 children. I can't imagine what they went through seeing this right there. When rescuers came, all that remained was her headless torso just floating out there in the water. Within moments, the shark came back and just devoured what was left of her. Okay, so we're almost at the end of this list. Coming in at number 2, we're talking about this man right here, Rodney Fox. He was just 13 at the time when a great white shark grabbed him around the torso and dragged him through the water upside down. The predator released him because Rodney was able to gouge out his eyes. But shortly after that, the shark returned and attacked again. Rodney jammed his arm down the shark's throat and was able to pull himself free. But in doing so, he ripped the flesh in his arm. However, the shark wasn't finished and he came back for more. This time he dragged Rodney across the ocean floor. After nearly drowning, Rodney was released and he was pulled back onto the boat. His ribcage and upper stomach was exposed to the rescuers and to leave his wetsuit on to prevent his organs from spilling out. Miraculously, Rodney survived. He had a 4-hour-long surgery to go along with 360 stitches. Okay, so finally, we've all made it into the number 1 spot for the most deadliest shark attacks of all time, and this one's being referred to as the USS Indianapolis attacks. More than 900 men were thrown to the mercy of the sharks in the Pacific Ocean. When the American warship was split into 2 by Japanese torpedoes in July of 1945. When rescuers arrived 4 days later, they found 579 men dead. They were just chewed to pieces and there were sharks circling. One of the 316 survivors, Woody James, well, he said, the sharks were around us, hundreds of them. Everything would be quiet, and then you would just hear someone screaming when they got attacked. He knew that a shark got him, and they're left for dead. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I would just be like, oh my god, please not me, please not me. Well, there you guys have it. That's the top 10 deadliest shark attacks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of having second thoughts of swimming in the ocean. Any source of water that has sharks, count me out. And also don't
Okay,
forget to tell me what
guys. That's it for today's episode. I know it's only 17 minutes long, but damn, that was terrifying to watch. But that's it for today's episode. Peace out. Give me some subscribers, please. Please, if you're new to the channel, go check. Go subscribe to my channel and hope we get to 55 subscribers and maybe I don't know, 66 likes, 12, 20, 27 likes. But peace out. Have a lovely time. Bye bye.